Gemini Spark is the ultimate AI assistant if your workflow revolves around Gmail, Google Drive, Docs, or Sheets. Spark is Google's personal AI agent which can complete tasks, work across multiple apps, run automatically on a schedule, and can keep working even if you close your laptop or move away. It may look like Google's answer to Claude Coworker or ChatGPT work, but it has some real advantages compared to both. If you use Gmail and Drive extensively, Spark's capabilities will blow your mind. Let me tell you everything you should know about Gemini Spark in this video. If you go to gemini.google.com and if you have a paid plan, for now, you might see a tab selection in the sidebar called Chat or Spark. The Chat tab is normal AI chatbot. Ask anything and it'll give you answers. Ask it to find an email in your Gmail, it may go find it for you. The Spark tab, on the other hand, is a full-fledged worker. You don't give it a task, you give it a goal, which may need multiple tasks in sequence to get to your goal. Google will create a cloud computer for this session, create the steps or sequence of tasks to achieve your goal, and perform those tasks on the cloud computer for you. So you don't have to spell it out each step, and you don't have to sit in front of your computer or app waiting for it to complete the task. They all run autonomously in cloud through to the end. And because it has Gmail and Drive access, it can do a whole lot, which I will show you in the demo later. Before we jump into the demonstration, let's quickly talk about access. In the United States, Gemini Spark is currently available with both Google AI Pro and Google AI Ultra. Outside the US, you currently need the Google AI Ultra plan. You also need to be at least 18, use a personal Google account rather than a work or school account, and have Gemini's Keep Activity setting turned on. It's rolling out gradually, so watch back if it's not showing up right away. To find Spark, open Gemini on web, mobile app, or the Gemini app for Mac. On the web, open the sidebar and tap Spark. This takes you from the regular Gemini chat interface into the Spark workspace. If you don't see the Spark option, your account, subscription, or region may not be currently eligible. If you look at the sidebar now, you should see three options: schedules, skills, and connectors. We'll get into each of these in a bit, but first, let's try to solve a real-world problem. My Gmail, like most of the Gmail users, has a super cluttered inbox. The real problem is that important actions are buried inside those emails. A payment has a due date, an appointment needs to be added to the calendar, a school form needs to be completed. We read the email, think that we'll handle it later, and then completely forget about it. So now I'm going to use Gemini Spark to turn Gmail into a complete action system. Here's what I want the finished system to do. Whenever a relevant email arrives, Spark should understand what the message is about, decide whether I need to take action, and organize it using the correct Gmail label. It should create a Google task when something needs to be completed, add an event to my calendar when there is a confirmed appointment, and record bills, renewals, and subscription changes in a Google Sheet. When an email requires a response, Spark should prepare a draft for me to review, but it should never send the reply automatically. Finally, at the end of every day, it should give me one clean summary containing my new tasks, upcoming deadlines, calendar events, payments, and drafts waiting for approval. Well, this is a lot. Basically, what a personal assistant or an admin would do, right? As soon as an email arrives, someone has to understand it, organize it, create tasks, create events in the calendar, record information in sheets, draft basic responses, and then summarize everything. I can specify all this as a prompt in the Spark tab session, and Spark will figure out how to perform each step. It'll create multiple subtasks, perform them one by one in cloud so that I don't have to have a computer running, create tasks and events, and then summarize it for me. When does it all happen? As soon as an email arrives, Spark officially supports Gmail monitors, which can start a workflow when an incoming email matches a Gmail filter. It can search and summarize emails, create drafts, and apply labels. To test the system, I have a few different types of emails ready. There's an electricity bill with an amount and due date, a dentist appointment confirmation, a school form that needs to be completed, a subscription price increase, a package update, and a normal newsletter. When the electricity bill arrives, Spark should identify it as a payment. Add the amount and due date to the email action center sheet and create a task reminding me to pay it. When the dentist confirmation arrives, it should add the appointment to the calendar with the correct date and time. The school form should become a task with its deadline. The subscription increase should be added to the sheet and marked for review. But the package update and normal newsletter should not create unnecessary tasks unless there is a specific action that I need to take. I have attached that complete prompt in the description. You can download it, paste it into Spark, and customize the name of the sheet, calendar, and tasks list if needed. Now, when I send these emails from a different email to my Gmail, Spark initiates my tasks. It should run in the background, and eventually I should see tasks, events, and labels accordingly. There, one email, my assistant, AI assistant, did all the work and organized everything for me. Think of the productivity gains, not missing out a task, and the low effort that it took to do all of this. The real power of Spark is how well it's all integrated into Gmail and Google services. Now, this system can also be extended into a self-maintaining lead pipeline for anyone who runs a small business, freelancers, or offers a service. Let me give you two more scenarios. I recently built a financial dashboard using ChatGPT work. It took a lot of steps and configuration to create a receipt to transaction flow. But with Spark, I can simply dump all my receipts into a Google Drive folder, then ask Spark, when you see a new receipt in a specific Google Drive folder, read it, understand it, and insert it as a new transaction in a Google Sheet called Personal Finance Tracker. I can then schedule it to run every morning or whenever I need using the schedule option. A very, very simple finance tracker using Google Drive and Google Sheets. I should also show you the skill feature. It's a superpower of Spark, if I have to be honest. You can find it in the sidebar. Basically, skill is something that you teach Gemini. Let me show you one in action. In a regular Spark chat, I say, read through the last 50 sent emails that I wrote and turn it into a style guide for how I write my emails. Turn that into a skill that gets called every time I ask you to draft an email for me. Call that skill Ghost Writer. Now, it'll analyze my usual email writing techniques, my tones, my style, and learn how I write my emails. Here on, whenever I ask it to write an email, it'll draft one exactly like how I would have written. I usually triage and respond to tens of emails using Gemini within minutes, and they all sound exactly like me. Of course, I review them to make sure it's all right, but the time I spend on my inbox emails has reduced over 5 times. ChatGPT work and Claude Coworker can also complete powerful multi-step tasks, and you may be able to recreate parts of this system using them. But Spark's biggest advantage is how naturally a Gmail trigger can continue through Calendar, Drive, Sheets, Keep, and tasks using Google's own ecosystem. If you're neck deep in the Google ecosystem, this is going to skyrocket your productivity and minimize the effort to get your work done. The complete master prompt is linked in the description. Download it, paste it into Gemini Spark, and build your very own Gmail action system. I'll catch you in the next one. This is Anjana. Bye-bye.